I watched Choke live. They book him up. Depot straight crossed him.
Oh, you've been waiting. Good morning. Hi, Simply. Good morning. Girl, I feel like R. Kelly right now. Sick and tired of the games you play. Oh, every time you open your mouth, you got something to say. Scandalize my name. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. Woo, child. Y'all know this is a woo child commenting live for a minute. I can't be long though, y'all. I want to come on a little bit earlier, but y'all know work must come first, so I had to get ready. I'm trying to listen to this. I'm trying to listen to that. And boy, did I listen. I had to take a few little notes. I had to take a little note. I had to say, and I normally don't take no notes though. But baby, y'all have baby. Hey, beauty. Hey, y'all. I mean, that shit caused. Now, see, this should be against the law. I'm gonna just say that this shit here should be totally illegal. They gonna need to add some type of goddamn amendment, some goddamn where in the law for this shit here, cause this shit has caused Bookham's eye to be literally is stuck in the right pocket, y'all. That's stress all goddamn day. That's stress. He mad. He sad. He discombobulated. And I am a little bit tad sleepy, y'all. Try to stay up and watch that because I was live last night. There's a lot of y'all didn't know. But I was live last night. You know, I ain't the one to toot my horn, but I'm going to toot my goddamn horn because y'all, starting out in my car and had a whole lot of people paying attention and this and that. This shit probably wouldn't have got as far as it got right now. So good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna be a lit just okay. I gotta try to get through this. Just a few notes that I got right, because that shit was funny. The first thing that I need to say is I'm sorry, y'all. Like I say, and until the courts and until the judge or a different indictment comes down on Don Russell, picking him up for possession of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly things, I ain't got shit to say. Not a goddamn thing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. But a thief, my brother's keeper, they ain't coming on no live to show you everything that he had of someone else's. Nope, not at all. Don Russell said some important thing. He said, well, maybe very important thing that I know that I can remember, and I probably can't quote it exactly to his words. But I post some questions up in my community over there, right? Probably need to switch some names around some names around. He said, and people just not really thinking outside the box, and everybody's screaming, take it back and take it back and take it back. What did he tell? What did he say? And I don't know why, but I feel like that there is some truth to what he says. Had Don Russell not been around to put that stuff up securely and then to come on live to show everybody that it is secure and to tell everybody out here that Mr. Kelly needed money. So as far as I'm concerned, There's really nobody out here to tell anything about what Mr. Kelly and Don Russell's discussion was about. Sharon Winbush stated, I'm going to jump back to Don Russell, that he even told Greenberg that he was in possession of the things. You mean to tell me that R. Kelly's attorney, Greenberg, could not do anything about it? He couldn't say, well, just bring it to the office or none of that? Why did his own attorney just left that hanging out there? Don Russell told everybody, go back and listen, why Mr. Greenberg did not want to work with him after Kelly told him to work with Greenberg. Kelly told Don Russell to work with Greenberg, but Don Russell said, quote unquote, that he kind of felt that he was a little shady too. I don't think that I would have dealt with him knowing that he is on the phone dealing and talking with Bookham and everybody else who is just worthless out here and couldn't do a goddamn thing about this man's getting out of jail. No, not at all. A whole bunch of goddamn YouTuber ass people just want to get themselves involved. So I think, in my opinion, he made a good call on that, right? Now, let's jump back to these materials Sharon Winbush keeps screaming about. What he said, if y'all want to know the truth to that, then goddamn it, go ask Keith the goddamn truth to that shit, right? But what did he say? He said Keith wouldn't sign the shit to go do what he needed to do to go make the money for it. So the shit is still sitting. There is still some back down memory lane ass shit that a lot of people are just, don't talk about. And not to throw Trent's name out there, because Trent was on board with helping to raise a lot of money. But I think with obtaining R. Kelly an attorney, right? He needed money. So that didn't fall through. And I think that, like I said earlier in another one of my lives, I believe, this is what I believe. My opinion and my opinion only. When I say that I believe that Mr. Kelly put a goddamn mole in his camp for a reason, he put him there for a fucking reason. And he scalped all of these people out. Had to figure out who was taking fun, who was taking money from this man. So if Don Russell, let's just say, would have left at the materials and everything there, what did he say? Sharon Winbush, you work for Barry Hankerson. What if all of that shit would have gotten in the hands of Barry Hankerson? How would everybody feel out here then? What would you be saying then? Knowing that Barry Hankerson has that power or whatever he does up in the music industry to do whatever he had chose to do with that fucking goddamn music over there. Just think about it. The brothers were there. Why the brothers ain't did shit? Because he knew he couldn't trust them either. One of them, allegedly, that you people kept saying, it's crackhead, it's dopehead, he does this. You got the other one that couldn't stay the fuck out of jail. So what, and I'm not shitting on the brothers, but what was he supposed to do with it? But this man comes out and show thousands of people where that man's shit is at. Where is that? But not a single goddamn person on this YouTube street has did nothing about it, but screamed about it. Why is it that everybody is screaming about this man's music? Think about it, y'all. Drunken Larry said that I put at least 100 motherfuckers out here. I got 100 motherfuckers out here working. And when he said that, I didn't take that with a grain of salt. I believe that shit. Because you can sit here and watch how people were literally working. Like they literally was bouncing around like fucking balls out here. It's your turn. It's your turn. Well, we can't get it. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn. Let's talk about the goddamn Jasmine shit. I like to talk about that shit. Why did Don Russell have to be the man to stand up to say, Kelly, gotta get this girl up out of here? Why wasn't it not his goddamn mentee? Huh? Why wasn't it him? Why wasn't it him? He laid out 2, 3, maybe 3 different fucking ass stories about how that girl got down there around Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And I guess his third one was finally his real truth about it, because he got real passionate and deep about that shit, because they had his ass trapped in the corner over there on that smoke channel. They had him trapped. Like, what you finna say now, right? The only comeback that he can come back with is talking about Texas Black Diamond and some shit that somebody, she allegedly slept with a cousin off of a goddamn phone call that he got by a lady. Put the lady on the screen with all of her receipts about that, even though that shit is irrelevant. That's not even what the topic was about. But this how Booker moves, though, right? He throws that shit out there. Then he comes right back to tell the people that Don Russell wasn't answering none of his shit. He kept disregarding him and jumping over to Sharon Winbush. Kind of like the same shit that you do. Imagine that shit. Imagine that shit. But I kept saying it, you guys. I kept saying it, and I don't know none of these goddamn people. But you have to really listen and hear. You got to listen and hear. When I said that was his brother's keeper, that's what I knew it. Now, because I get everybody is watching in the non-notarization shit that she did on the paperwork, that was sent to a courtroom. Sent to a goddamn courtroom, which means that officials read over that shit. Read over it. And I believe, this is me, if they think that some intentional harm or whatever was done on that behalf of her trying to show some information about how Mr. Kelly taxes and all of that stuff, that they was working on it or doing such and such, an idiot don't send that shit in like that. She didn't give no fuck. It's what the fuck out of it. His mother didn't give a fuck. I'm going out here to help him too. That's the what I got out of it. That's what I got out of it. Don Russell sat right there and blasted and showed these fucking goddamn receipts and shit of what he had paid for to help Mr. Kelly out while he got himself caught up in this situation. Notice Bookham ain't said a goddamn thing about it. He said he paid some of that Trump rent over there, and he paid for some of the store. He showed the paperwork. That's still in disbelief. I see some people out there saying, well, he's the cause of the goddamn RICO. That may be. That just may be. But I truly don't think that it was intentionally. I really, really don't. He did the bomb threat, stop the move, try to stop the production over there. He made the call to the Savages or whatever. The recording is out there. He said, man, we don't need to do this. But you got a lot of bonehead ass people out here for like, well, he's trying to stop so that because Mr. Kelly gonna go to jail and then I'll be able to have custody and do whatever I want to do and become rich off of R. Kelly. That shit don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. There is nothing in his damn indictments that is showing anybody of anything about stealing from Mr. Don Russell. You say he went to the storage, right? He told everybody, him, keep a whole bunch of people over to the goddamn storage. And every goddamn person out here knows goddamn well to get in a storage unit. There are video cameras. There is either a PIN code access or a digital keypad to press your information to get up in there. And y'all really think that this man is just going to be walking freely out here without having some type of goddamn arrest warrant or something on his neck from Mr. Kelly not knowing where the fuck his shit is at? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? The shit was litty lit, y'all. And I usually don't watch it. I stay out the goddamn way. But the shit was litty lit. No, I was not in the chat last night. I just let them have it. And for the goddamn record, the one papoose motherfucking girls over here put together the first goddamn rally down there in July and brought all of these people out to put their boots on the fucking ground for unity. Not the rest of this excessive ass shit going on. And that's a fucking fact from over here. That's a fact. So let's move on because I ain't got that much goddamn time. Now, Bookham, you're discombobulated. And I can understand that. I can get that. I I sat for a moment and watched you sit up and do shits and giggles or so much over there with Debosky. I fucking did, right? Kumbaya, that's bro, we cool, we in like Flint. But let me tell you what you missed out on, cause that boy been saying it now for probably about 2 fucking months. But you so fucking smart. Y'all let me handle. I'm gonna handle him. Y'all let me handle him. I handle him on my time when I fucking get ready to handle him on. And you let that shit go right over your fucking head. You did. And then you tried to come back with some bullshit about, well, we no longer bros now, and we gonna talk about your PPP from Drunken Larry. See, you're that guy. Bookham is the fucking guy that's exactly what he did. You want to record shit. You want to know all the shit because when the shit hit the goddamn fan, you wants to have some fucked up ass defense. Don't nobody give a fuck about no more PPPs and puss and OOOs. Not a single motherfucker out here. If you got the money, you got the money. Good God, goddamn gracious. That was your only goddamn comeback for that shit with Debosky. After that boy tore a big ass hole in your ass. That was it. That's all you got. Did the PPP. Nigga, he tore your ass a new fucking asshole. And I know that shit gotta hurt because you didn't see that shit coming. But now, because we are human people and all we like to do is fucking speculate on some goddamn bullshit, you and now, your crew over there was, this shit was all planned. That shit don't look like it was planned. That shit look like may the cards lay where they fucking play, nigga. That's what the fuck this shit look like. It looks like it was just some random ass shit that was just coming out. And I think that Debosky sat over there and not wanting to keep telling a fucking lie or defend anything but himself. So he joined in. And if you got a panel saying 3-4 things about something and he knew, okay, well, that is a fact, or I did hear that and I did hear that and I did see that. Well, of course, it was only right for him to agree instead of trying to defend your motherfucking ass. He had to defend his right and of knowing what was truthful out here. That's all he did. But you mad at him. But let me go down your questions because you said that you still are going to be messing with Levi and you named 4 more other goddamn people who is fucking irrelevant. Levi, Mr. Don, and what's his name? Anton, the music attorney, clearly says, and I have the fucking proof, he does not know a Levi. He did not know anything about a goddamn dollar for the fucking king. But you still going to continue to mess with a cousin goddamn Levi. And that's on black and white. And I promise you, I have the receipt on that shit. But you still want to mess with that goddamn man. The one who is got away or capable of building up some shit of $1 for a king where nobody absolutely fucking knows where that money is at. You still want to mess with that motherfucker. I meant that man. My bad. Hello, Sheriff. You said that, you said fuck Debosky. That's what you said. You're mad at this man because he decided to agree with something that was true. The statements that they were saying were true. So he was like, well, okay. You mad. You said that you finna be doing a modern joint. I thought that shit was funny. I don't know what the fuck that mean, but you letting everybody go. You have unsubscribed from everybody's goddamn channel. Where you finna get all your information from? You said, where you finna get it from? That shit finna be cracked. You a trip. You said that you're letting go all of the goddamn Enterprise people because you feel like they fucked you. But book them. You still had Enterprise people coming in your goddamn chat telling you that you was lying and all that shit to your face. They was doing all that shit. They never switched up. They never fucking switched up. I watch you go over there and watch that goddamn Nari still get in your ass over there. All them damn people over there. But you still hung it out. You still hung it out like old champ. Talked about, let me see, Don's mother, which is what you did on your live. What does Don's mother, other than the information that you had allegedly Sylvia going out to find, to dig up on Juneberry, what, other than her signature was not on a notarized paper, or she didn't notarize to help, to show, to help Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, but you went on to put out your allegations about, well, you don't think that that's Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's signature on there. You put that speculation out there. If anybody should know what his signature is, it should be you. Because if I can recall, what about that paperwork that you put out and it was signed with Mr. Kelly's signature on it? Where that motherfucking paperwork at? Where's that at? So was that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's signature then, or is it now the one that you signed? That letter and bullshit that you had, or whatever, and with Sylvia wrote the letter. You remember that? Y'all remember that letter ass shit? Remember that shit he drawed up? Remember that shit? And it got Mr. Kelly's signature on it. Who signed that motherfucker? Who did that? See, I don't have screenshots and none of that. I don't do all that shit. So my receipts say I don't have them. People just got to bounce off of what the fuck I say. Go to your live or whatever and post the shit up. But he had a piece of paper that had Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's signature on it. And there was something about with Sylvia, and then the letter was written up. So is that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's signature or not? Or not? Because you could compare those two together, right? You can you can take the signature off of this alleged tax paper or whatever this paper was that Juneberry sent in, and put it beside the letter that you concocted up, and it had Mr. Kelly's signature on it. That's an easy fix. Let's see how that works out. Let's do that. You got mad because Don K comes out and says that he spoke with Doug Anton, and you truly spoke to Doug Anton. If Doug Anton was upright and was for R. Kelly, why the fuck was he terminated off the case? See, because Mr. Kelly kept pretty much people on his case that he knew was for him. But for some apparent reason with the Chicago, it says terminated on his name. Terminated. Greenberg came out and said something miraculously out of the thin air about why Doug Anton got pushed back and all that shit. And I'm just guessing that it was possible that they would have had too much interference with the YouTube goddamn people who was totally fucking irrelevant to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's case. We got to move you back. He touched some dirty ass shit. Pretty much. That's just my guess. You said that he never talked to Don, and Don says that he did, Doug Anton. I can't even fathom up your argument about that. Who gives a two shit hoops about who talked to this damn man? The subject at hand, the topic at hand was you being on the show to try to discredit Don Russell, not anything else. Not anything else. And you went on and you said you was asking him all these goddamn questions or whatever. Well, but they was asking you the same questions about the shit that you was asking Don Russell. What the fuck and how the fuck and when the fuck did that goddamn Jasmine get down there? What the fuck, how the fuck, and when the fuck was you gonna get rid of her? Why did it take Don Russell to step in there? You also said that when you stepped in there, that Don Russell looked you in your face, man, you was gonna beat his ass. I can't understand how you was going to almost always gonna beat a nigga ass when you get back on the screen. That's the shit that got me fucked up over here. I was gonna do it every time you get back on the screen. But when are you you going to get to the part where you did fuck a nigga up? When are you going to get to that part? It's when you get back on the screen. Child, I be over here cracking up. I be wait for it. I was going to fuck your nigga up. From what? The microphone? You was in his face. And if you knew and if you felt that Don Russell was no good, was doing this, but I understand you didn't know he was doing all of this stuff or that he claimed to have done until you got your thorough investigation, pretty much probably from what Sylvia and them was finding for you and pretty much everybody else. But you is one, I'm gonna fuck you up microphone ass nigga. That shit is crazy than a motherfucker. You done been in everybody's goddamn face. But for some reason, I'm gonna fuck you up when I get on my microphone. Ass nigga. That shit be cracking me up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You said they was all talking behind the scene. I'm going back down my list. I don't think so. I think that those cars just fell where they may. I do. I think that one conversation opened up another conversation that opened up another conversation that just cornered your ass. Pretty much. That groupie shit, that light, that fan shit, boy, that shit is a motherfucking job, ain't it, boy? That shit is a goddamn job. You feel that they was waiting to set you up. Now, you do know that this is some bullshit that just speculated out in the air and you just running with that shit, right? You feel that you was set up. Nigga, that's how everybody feel about when you came out back in, late 2019 to 2000. I was sitting in my car. I'm gonna keep telling that motherfucking story. I'm like, oh, phases, this nigga is lying. I guess it pays the cost to be a fucking joker. Because had you been right for this man from day fucking one, without all of that goddamn joking ass shit, whether if you had the baby by Rashawn or whether if you did this or you did that, you would have probably been taken more seriously and not had your ass caught up in all of this goddamn shit. Pretty much. Had you cut loose that fucking joker thing and you the main one you did a commentary on body language. Boy, your motherfucking body got loose than a motherfucker over there. Oh, you was going at it. So had I been a body language expertise professional, I would have clearly had to say you getting ready to start to lie your ass off over there. Your mouth dropped open. You couldn't believe this shit was happening to you. You couldn't believe it. Like, no way. Hell no. This is, I guess this is a take Dana J down live, huh? That's, nigga. They told a new asshole in you. Oh my God. You come on your live again to get back at TBD for her truth by playing some audio from a lady that don't nobody know. And I guess that everybody is supposed to believe that there's truth to that when you are known to calling different places and having other people pretend to be something that they are not, like that motherfucking Chase Bank that you did. You know good goddamn well ain't no Chase goddamn teller is gonna tell you all no goddamn business about somebody else goddamn check. They don't know and shouldn't be giving a fuck whether if your ass was in any trouble or not involved in a motherfucking thing. That wasn't Chase motherfucking business. What the fuck is Chase has got to do with that? Oh, I don't know. I just want to make sure that I was clear about, and I don't want to get in no kind of trouble. What the fuck does a Chase representative even know? That motherfucker wouldn't even know if you were in trouble for real or not. He ain't got no paperwork running across his desk. He didn't get a court order or nothing to say to release somebody else's motherfucking account information to another motherfucker. What the fuck they do that shit at? Let's move on. Now you think because Don Russell ended up doing his commentary, his interviews, his Q&A over there on Texas Black Diamond Show that he fucking her. Do you see how you just got this joker kind of thing about you? You are a speculating person who likes to interject bullshit out in the air. So you have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, why isn't people taking me fucking serious? Because of shit like that. You believe you believe it. And the only way for you to believe that is for you to have been sitting in their fucking bedroom watching his goddamn penis go inside of her goddamn vajayjay. That's the only way you should be believing that shit. Because if you wasn't there, then you wouldn't know. But because Texas Black Diamond was able to fact check all of Don Russell's credentials and everything, you got mad at her because it was putting Don Russell 10 steps ahead of your ass with his goddamn truth. Because you wanted 10 steps ahead of putting Don Russell down and in fucking, in jail about that shit. Indictments. Let's talk about that one paperwork that you drew up. And I have to say, and honestly, do say it, which I will not put up on the screen. I just don't do that reckless type ass shit. There is paperwork with your name on it and Drunken Larry's name on it. Larry McGee. Sent down there to that goddamn courthouse. It is. Somebody thought, well, I'll let Pap see it. And I've been having that shit forever. But I don't give a fuck out here about sending nobody. I ain't got a leg in this motherfucking fight at all. But to laugh at this goddamn bullshit that you people are doing. Period. But you think that now, out in the air, you done threw it out in the atmosphere, that he is fucking TBD. Now, that's the lowest ass goddamn comeback that you could motherfucking have when you got 8 motherfucking people up over there roasting on your ass. Something sexually? Nigga, you couldn't come up with something else about Don Russell, but something about they motherfucking dick and pussy? Are you out your fucking mind? Are you out your fucking mind? Don said he was the manager. Let's think about that, y'all. Let's think about that. Even after he played the audio, Don, Wavy Kid, Dom Snow, decided to pop on the panel, tell what he heard, what he saw, how people are, who people is, and all of that stuff, right? Boy, that boy got bummed with hundreds of tomatoes over there, y'all. I don't know shit about no damn Dom Snow, right? But he said that he heard it. Let's think about that part, right? Let's think about that part because everybody out here, including, I believe, the Boski commentary, I believe some of TBD's, I believe some of Tish Key, I believe some of Toxic Diamond, I believe even might have been some of both those, I believe Sylvian or whatever. Who did they say was the fucking manager that you guys already know that got away with stealing Mr. Kelly's money, and it was already in the paperwork and all of that shit, but came back to sue R. Kelly again for that $1 million? I'll wait. So I can't understand by people saying, oh, well, he did say he was the manager. He said that he was the manager. If I'm on the outside and looking in at this shit, and after the Chokenojoke show over there, and Don Russell is showing you guys everything that he has in his goddamn possession, right, to store and to keep for Mr. Kelly. And he was asked that question by Chokenojoke. If Mr. Kelly got out tonight, would you give him his shit back? He said, hell fucking yeah, it's going right back to him. But right now, it's going to be in safe keepings because every hoghead out here is fucking thirsty and want his fucking money. Had Don Russell left that goddamn shit right where it was and never got the fuck involved, you guys right now, today, in my honest goddamn opinion, would be screaming and trying to hunt down Barry motherfucking Hankerson. Barry Hankerson. Yeah, you would, because he'd have got hold to it. Due to the fact of him and probably Larry or Angelo and all them motherfuckers had all these hundreds of motherfucking people out here ready to get their hands on that shit. Where's the shit? Take it back. Take it back. Take it back to where? So that all of these other motherfuckers can get their hand on it, and then you people out here would have been in a really bad entanglement now. But now that you have enclosed the gapness on the stealing and this or that, right? There's only one person. If some shit is all fucked up, there will be only one person now held responsible pretty much for his music. for his music. But people don't look at it like that. They won't look at it like that. I don't think it's a bad thing if right now, after seeing what he produced on camera, right now, maybe it's not a bad thing of saying that, okay, well, if y'all want to say I said manager, then I got them the manager. But he said consultant. He said all three of these things that would still aligned him with dealing with R. Kelly, whether if he said the manager, whether if he said the consultant, whether he said advisory. It's still telling people, hey, I talked to him. I know him. I may not been around all these fucking years, but I came back to help him. And the only part that he said he was interested in was helping Mr. Kelly find out where in the fuck is all of your damn money going. He didn't really give a fuck about all the other shit. And in order to find out where all of the money was going and who was who and who did what, I truly believe, in my opinion, because I can't understand if Bookham was so motherfucking close to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, why did he not appoint Bookham to go and find out all these people? He was down there. Why wasn't he finding out and bringing back info? Or why wasn't he told to, to do a lot of expertise things to handle for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? Huh? Nobody will answer that motherfucking question. No, you sit on the damn sideline and keep all them motherfucking jokes and shit going up. Texas Black Diamond made a real good goddamn synopsis out there too, though, didn't she? Brought up that Baltimore shit. Who the fuck was in that goddamn... He said that Don Russell was deflecting him. Well, you was deflecting Texas Black Diamond. Because the Texas Black Diamond clearly said who the fuck was in that goddamn paperwork. Who the fuck went on national fucking TV with Gloria Allred talking about, I ran in the bathroom and I was high and I didn't know what, and he made me smoke this and we did that and I didn't, he wasn't even fucking aware of it. And then turn around where you said you had relations with those girls. And that brings us back to the fucking hotel thing over there with you and Kip. When you said that R. Kelly was sick as fuck. Hell, whatever. I don't know, sick. And he was up in the penthouse part of it. And those girls, the ones that was goddamn on that goddamn national TV motherfucker live over there, those was the girls that was at that motherfucking club that you motherfuckers over there went to allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, Baltimore females is in paperwork trying to sue R. Kelly. Trying to get him convicted off of some sexual bullshit that was not true. You didn't go to goddamn it Heat on that shit. You didn't go to Gloria Allred to tell them motherfucking bitches is lying on my dude. You didn't do that shit. Or did you not have the juice to do so? But see, Texas Black Diamond and a little bit Don Russell and them, they start bringing focus to all of this goddamn shit. And everybody goddamn whitey tighties got tight on their motherfucking ass out here, including his. Hold the fuck up. You saw the pattern of Drunken Larry bringing the fucking cross out here to nail Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And I got to go here on it, and it don't have pretty much to do about it, but I got to go here on this shit. You got another goddamn female sitting on her fucking channel over there talking about, I just talked to Larry. And I got, he emailed me and he wanted me to tell y'all this and tell you that. But then you got another person out here that's goddamn it came and put themselves in a position saying you guys don't even know who the fuck I am. And all day ran with this shit for fucking months over here. But goddamn it, there's relations between these two motherfuckers. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? How is it that you got a true chaos supporters that claim to be a true motherfucking chaos supporter is also rocking with somebody that claims that she talking to motherfucking Larry and reading the fucking emails and telling people what he wants? How the fuck that shit works? That motherfucking shit over there ain't no different than what the fuck Bookham done did when he went down there to goddamn it have steak with a motherfucking snake. But no, people ain't seeing that shit either, huh? People ain't seeing that shit either. I've been over here laughing my motherfucking ass off. Laughing my ass off at this shit. That woman said all the time. All the time. All the time. Look through the glass eye, people. Look through the glass eye. He said he put, or I have, there's at least close to 100 motherfuckers was out here. mm-hmm. He said that. But no, I'm going to let people continue to stay blind off of that. Y'all go search it and go look real good. And I know y'all don't watch a bunch of channels or whatever out here, but she says it every day. She says it she not every day. She says it every time that she talks to him. So, back to Don Russell. I do believe, when I said in one of my commentaries, I believe it, that he was the mole in the camp. I believe that Mr. Kelly placed him as the fucking mole in the fucking camp to go out there and fish out all rusted ass, thieving, stealing ass niggas about his goddamn money. About his goddamn money. And he did that shit. Period. Point fucking blank. So you want Don Russell to answer all of his fucking questions, but yet then he couldn't even answer what the fuck TBD had brought up about them motherfucking Baltimore girls that was in there. I knew it was some bullshit because I got to read a piece of document, and I still have it. Just got to dig for it. It's been 2 years. Got to have that shit, right? You even included my motherfucking name. You edited out a fucking paperwork that was sending in to the goddamn prosecution down there. And you put my motherfucking name in there. One papoose. Imagine that. That's when I was really totally like, this motherfucker is off his fucking rocks. I don't know if y'all ever seen the paperwork. Y'all remember that paperwork he fucking posted up? Remember that shit? The fuck you got every motherfucking YouTube person name up in this shit. Then scratch somebody's shit out and put one papoose in there. And you said that was the paperwork and stuff that was sent you down to the goddamn prosecutors. You said that shit. You said that shit. But baby, I know how it feels when you ain't ready for some shit. But they tagged your ass 4 corners strong over there. They tagged your ass 4 corners strong over there. Well, after this lie, after this lie, after this lie, and after this lie. I think what everybody is trying to understand is why'd you had to do it. To prove that you were Mr. Kelly's supporter as a fan and a groupie. Why'd you had to do it? Because that's the only question that I think I have for myself. Why did he have to prove? You had to go to that extent of proving, of being a groupie and a fucking clique and a supporter to stretch all of your fucking lies out here around this fucking man. When Mr. Kelly got those fucking handcuffs put on him, there was no time for kid and play bullshit. There was no time for it. None. Absolutely not. Zero. But that's all he kept doing. It was joke after joke after joke after joke after joke after joke after joke. Like, nigga. There is no fucking way because of intellectual fucking conversations. None. That there was no fucking way that Drunken Larry or them motherfucking team over there should have gotten any motherfucking attention. And it's obvious that you wasn't around him or you wasn't taking the phone calls to report anything on him. So you wasn't a federal informant on behalf of taking down Drunken Larry, because Drunken Larry would have been taken down had you went in and got correct motherfucking information and stuff like, like Don Russell came in and got on all y'all asses. See, that, like that. You went over there with the shits and motherfucking giggles. Had you went in, if you were for 100% Mr. Robert Sylvester Cap, and you played your fucking role that you was really cool with Drunken Larry, you would have been that motherfucking man. Because now your paperwork and all the shit that you would have been sending in would have been your motherfucking cold, solid motherfucking 48 hours receipt having ass to those people. They could have picked him up on some shit of conspiring to goddamn it set R. Kelly up with this bullshit on YouTube. But that's not how the paperwork played out. That's not how it all played out. The shit all reversed up. Now it's out here with you being one of the people that kept up all the bullshit ass shenanigans. All the bullshit ass shenanigans around Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But everybody is good at pointing the finger. I get it. A couple of people over there says Don Russell is the reason why he got the RICO. Well, let's just say that this shit didn't happen with Don Russell. You people are aware that they still was going to hit his ass with a fucking enterprise. You still got to know that they still was going to hit his ass with that goddamn allegations with Azarel flipped and all of them people, all that man action. They still was going to hit his ass regardless. I know that that could be one less charge off of him. But I'll say it again. I don't know another fucking man who has a mom to still help take care of, a son, that would intentionally come out here to nail his ass possibly 3 to 5 years, which means that once he go in, the music ain't no motherfucking good to him now anyway. It's got to sit there. So let's just hypothetically say Don Russell get 3 to 5 years. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly case gets overturned before while Don Russell is in. Now he's out. Let's just hypothetically say that, right? Which I think that we should probably still wait on. Now, he still has only one person to go and address about his fucking music, since that's what this was all about on the live last night, was about his music. But I don't know how these people, everybody thinks differently, I guess. Hey, Trav, everybody thinks freaking differently, and I understand that. The main thing when it came to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is maybe nobody should have done anything. Just put the handcuffs on him. Everybody just do what you've been doing in life. Just do what you've been doing in life. I don't think that there was too many fucking options out here to at least salvage some of the things that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly has. Everybody yelled about Joy and Azarel. Joy took some of the things and she put them away. Where are those things? Does she still have them? There's no argument and no fight about that. Everybody saw Azarel take some of the shit and do what she said. Azarel even said at one point on her IG, she said, well, was it IG? Might have been YouTube. Through an interview, right? She said they were at the mall, which is, I think it's called Oak Brook or Schaumburg, right across from the storage. Well, when we left from over there, our Kelly came to pick us up and then we left. She said that she went through the goddamn storage after Mr. Kelly got picked up too. And there was a bunch of shoe boxes and VHS, and all that shit, right? And stuff. So she had been there too, as well. She's been there too. Nobody, how come Bookham, you not on Azarel motherfucking head? Go get Mr. Kelly shit from Azarel. You won't even do that. But I truly do believe that Don Russell, had he known that she had done that stuff, would have probably did with protocol to go get her stuff. But he was probably told not to go get it. And that's just my opinion. That's just my goddamn opinion. You ain't done nothing because you're too quick in a hurry to go tell the prosecution down there that, they are intimidating the witnesses. That's all he kept hollering for like a year. They intimidating the witnesses. They intimidating the witnesses. If you were for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, why the fuck would you care about who the fuck intimidating Azarel who flip-flopped on your fucking nigga? I couldn't understand that. If anything, you go get that bitch. Yeah, y'all get her. Excuse my French, but go get her. Yeah, y'all get her. We own you. It was not until then that the fire on the stove start turning up more. You steady seeing Don Russell coming out. You steady hearing Texas Black Diamond speaking her shit, and da-da-da. Then then when Drunken Larry got arrested, when Drunken Larry turned himself in, that's when Bookham turned up his heat to now sway his narrative more for the defense of R. Kelly. Period. Point blank. If Drunken Larry was on that scene, your defense was nowhere near strong. It was a pretend strongness for it. Nobody will never know, allegedly, how much Drunken Larry was paying the money or whatever. Remind you, they got him a computer. Well, that's enough to do some shit. I'll help you out with some shit. You were bought and motherfucking sold all at the same time. Just like that motherfucker that was on Give Us Free. That's how the fuck Drunken Larry treated your ass. But you sitting over here now you hate that you and I ain't fuck with these people and I shouldn't listen to these people. And now you got to reap what you fucking sow, cause you got a lot of explaining to do, nigga. More. You got more. Chokenojoke say, yeah, he wants you to come back. He got to hear more from you. And I'm gonna be front and center on that one. But it's crazy. Now it's boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. No, don't stop fucking with the Bosky. That's your boy. You was kicking it. You believed him. You didn't think. That boy been sitting over there for almost 2 months, going back and forth, and would sit his ass up there and say, I'll handle Bookham the way I want to handle Bookham. Well, I guess last night was your handle. Cause that nigga said, yep, you said it. I was like, oh Lord, that's you. Ooh, he feel betrayed it, y'all. He feel betrayed it like a motherfucker. He feels so betrayed it don't. Now, with that being said, this shit was funny. It's crazy, but I am going to say, shout out to Don Russell. Receipts were on deck. He answered pretty much everything that Choke said. He said that he wasn't fucking with Bookham, so that's why I believe he chose to opt out of answering anything about it, because Bookham wanted to go back to some 1926 on some shit about what his mama done signed with not having legal notarization to do so. Totally fucking goddamn irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. But I'm sure Bookham can appreciate now, or what is it that he's going to have to say now? What is he going to dig up now with this man putting these goddamn receipts up on there? We know that Bookham ain't paid for no goddamn rooms over at the Trump Tower. We know Bookham ain't paid for no fucking things to be stored in the storage. So I got to keep asking, what were you to Mr. Cali? What exactly were you? What exactly were you to Mr. Cali? Shit crazy as hell. Where were you? You were non-beneficial to that fucking man. None absolutely at all. And I'm sorry. You didn't have a car. You ain't had a job. You ain't had a girlfriend. You ain't had shit. Like, there was nothing like to come out of it to show that your credentials were just beneficial to really help this man out. You gonna fight from the microphone. Well, fuck you up. Wait till I get on the microphone, though. Shit is funny. You were in Don Russell's face. Don Russell clearly keeps telling you that he does not know you like that. He clearly tells you that. That nigga threw some pictures up in that motherfucking face, though, too, though. See? That was his son in that goddamn studio. Now, I'm sitting here waiting. I'm saying to myself, oh, shit, Don. Oh, Bookham, you know he gonna double down on you. Bookham gonna have his sons up in there, too. I waited. Not now, motherfucker, what about another picture? See, a person, when you in challenge about who the fuck you are and you want to stand your grounds to people out here to prove your fucking point, you should have been trumping every goddamn thing that Don Russell was putting up. Don Russell put up a picture, put up your shit. Don Russell, goddamn it, down there and over here with all these other motherfucking music industry ass people, you should have been putting up your shit. Don Russell said he got showing you how he was trying to go and meet with these people to raise his money to get him adequate attorneys because of the price that they were charging him. It was kind of hard to do because you came out here and literally tried to shut that shit down with that Howard man, all that shit, right? Well, you should have been showing us who the fuck you were going to try to go get. Who, instead of going to get Jasmine. We understand that. The only thing that you got to show both for helping Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is creating a fucking a railroad underground fan goddamn group and taking people down to his facilities and introducing him for motherfucking goddamn autographs. That's it. That's all. You didn't even have a motherfucking car for the take the man to the goddamn store in. Don Russell did. I saw the video. I saw when Mr. Kelly got released from fucking jail and they got in that goddamn Sprinter with the lady on the bus and Will was out there. They all was fucking out there. I saw where Don Russell and Will Eady was sitting, pulling up behind that goddamn Sprinter in that goddamn, what was that, a BMW or some shit like that? I saw that. I saw that when, because I played the whole fucking video. The whole fucking video ran a long time, right? When they went to fucking McDonald's. I saw Don Russell standing outside doing whatever security or whatever type of work that he do. And I do believe his fucking truths where he comes out and he tells Mr. Kelly, listen, you know, I got to check you on this shit here. I got to check you on this shit. I do believe that they had that type of kind of relationship where he would listen to Don and they would argue and then, you know, go on with what's what. I do. I understand how people can be angry about another man coming out saying that, well, oh my God, he had these tapes. But he also told you guys that, yes, he had motherfucking tapes so that it can secure his ass, because mainly all rock stars will end up in some type of fucking sexual relationship with a person. And he said that all the tapes that may have been captured or whatever had all grown ass fucking people on there. So 2 and plus 2 will tell you this is why they don't have all of these fucking tapes to produce in the court of law, because their indictments, their paperwork is written up with underage motherfucking girls. Do your fucking math out here. Yes, they may have them all. Yes, they may have the ball. Yes, that's probably why Kim Fox stood her ass down there and was, please come forward. Michael Avenatti, yes, they probably got all that shit out his fucking stories. But see, people you have to realize this. The truth, reality of some situations will make you angry. It will keep you into deception. It will keep you not wanting that type of stuff out there. But sometimes you can't run life without the fucking truth on it. You have to have it on there. It will paint the picture so much brighter. It will give it so much clarity in understanding this shit. It really does. But everybody's mad at Don Russell. Well, he said, and he was on the tapes, and he also told you that they were all consensual, grown ass fucking people. But yet then, the court system can't show you all of them fucking audios, because I do believe that they were probably all consensual fucking adults. And what that man video record or audio record, if he had done that, really, it was his motherfucking business. Just like everybody wants their fucking business to be their fucking business. They couldn't bring him out. Because I don't believe that there was any underage fucking girls on those fucking audios or videos. None. I don't. But to secure himself, and if you know, and I don't know the music industry like that. Apparently Don Russell do, and a few others do. You record yourself. You got to make this consensual, because I don't want you to do this, all that fucking non-NDA, non-disclosure and stuff. Yeah, I don't want you roaming all through my house. I want to make sure that you don't steal through my house. But boy, I had to come back and laugh when that Chokenojoke turned around and asked Sharon Winbush again. Well, when was you last time you was there? Oh, over 20 years ago. See, one thing about Sharon Winbush, she never told you guys that she actually talked to him, that she was actually there, except for the going up to the room with the panties in it, but that was a long time ago, right? That she did this. Sharon Winbush words was always what somebody told her. Oh, I talked to this person. I talked to that person. I talked to this person. That's the only thing that she came out here to keep putting out. And jumping ship. Over there, she swimmed over there, she swimmed over there, she swimmed over there, she swimmed over there. But because nobody was dancing to her motherfucking tune, and this is just my speculations, my opinion, you guys. Since she talks to Keith, wanted to know what was going on and where's the music at and da-da-da. And she, knowing that she already knew some shit with the brothers, Carrie and Bruce, right? She already knew some shit. You already knew some shit, right? But she let that shit alone. Why did she push Bruce and Carrie, like I said the other day, out there? You pushed them out there to go do a goddamn interview downtown Chicago. You pushed Bruce out on the fucking screen, sitting up in there with all them goddamn winter clothes and shit on when it was goddamn summer, out here with a mask on in his own fucking goddamn house for cash apps. But you weren't pushing him to go get a goddamn different attorney or go file something in the Daily Center or the Cook County. Some motherfucker was saying that I talked to my brother. And this is legal documentation that's requiring me to go and pick up my brother's things from the property that he has stayed at. You didn't do none of that shit. Make this shit make sense, right? But then it's Keith. You talking to Keith. You talking to Keith. He clearly tells her, well, Keith wouldn't want to sign, he didn't want to sign the paperwork to do what they needed to do to make the money to get Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly a paid fucking attorney that was adequate to try his case for him. But Sharon Winbush said he wanted to know, well, where was it? Where was it? Well, he also tells you guys that Sharon Winbush allegedly, because I don't know this for a fact, had some dealings and some workings with Barry Hankerson. Again. Had Barry Hankerson got his hands on all that shit over there, what the fuck do y'all think would have had happen? What? You want to talk about the music dropping out here? But the music, I don't hear nothing different on Chaos Nation. I can't find a Chaos Nation. I guess it's not up. So I guess that he's not putting nothing much on the Chaos Nation. Bookham only claims that was Don Russell behind the page over there, right? Bookham claimed that. Bookham put that speculations out there about the Chaos Nations. That's Don Russell behind it. Bookham also put out the Hamilton girl about on those articles with him and Drunken Larry and Cousin Levi on that goddamn article over there. He put Don Russell behind that too. But Barry Hankerson would have gotten his hand on that shit. And Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly would have lost all of that shit. All that shit. He told everybody, Don Russell told everybody in almost 2 years, if there is no contract with Mr. Kelly, where if it pertains anything about, being convicted or messing with underage, all that sexual shit, right, that it will possibly void out his fucking contract, where now the ownership and everything would go to your elite motherfuckers up there. Let's just say that. I'm going to say their name. I'm going to say elite, right? Right? Just what if it would have played out all like that, y'all? Then what? Everybody was finna do what? What you gonna do? Nothing. Because ain't a goddamn thing nobody can do right now to Don Russell. Carrie and Bruce is his family member, right? And if they weren't dealing with such a sour-ass goddamn relationship as family, then just maybe they would have been the ones, or could have been the ones, to go down and do things legally, speak to their brother. What do you want us to do with Whooo and Woo? I remember Don Russell speaking on the fact that with Bruce, he wanted to do his own goddamn music and shit. Imagine that. Ain't no telling what they would have done with it. But had they had been on the right way and their family relationship was not sour, yes, they would have been the ones to go speak to their brother, have something legally written up to go over there to Don, we're taking over and putting our brother things away. But since that's not the situation, you got to leave a situation right now alone until Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly gets his case overturned and come home to deal with it. Where is Don Russell going? A business up on Madison over there? I'm actually gonna swing by and check it out and see if I can get me my get me a goddamn business going or something. I always want to be an entrepreneur, I always wanted my fucking skating rink or something. I'm like, shit, let me go check this shit out, right? And since he's in the business of helping people doing things, well, maybe I should look into that. Maybe a lot of people should look into it. If you're concerned about who he is if he's crooked, if he's robbing, if he is a thief, if he's a liar, he's telling you where his fucking business at. Here's one opportunity, and I challenge everybody out here who is in doubt of what the fuck he is and who he is. He put his address down to his fucking business, a business, a place that help other people's fucking grow in their fucking business. Get your ass on over there. Get your ass on over there. See what he can do for you. How about that? I'm going to go check it out. I am. I'm going to go check it out. I'm got a motherfucking proposition over here for my goddamn self. What can I do? Who do I go to? How do I do this? How do I do that? I'm going to check it out. I'm going to go look at the bill. I'm going to go see it. Because right now, as far as I'm concerned, and we talking about another establishment over in L.A., but because Bookham brought his sister out here to demise on him about some family shit. That was family shit. That was totally all her shit that he said that she had said that Don Russell was lying about was all their family shit. Had absolutely nothing to do pretty much about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and the life. She couldn't debunk the lie that he did not tap. He tapped in. She didn't debunk that. She agreed with that shit. But yet then behind that, all that did was led for other people to go dig up other shit, finding out that there was possibly a relationship between her and Will Edie. Go figure that shit out. You bring one thing out here, then something else is going to come out here, and more balls are just going to keep getting dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped. I won't forget you, Audrey. I won't forget you. I see you. But I'm just saying, the show was litty lit. It's going to take him some time to get out his feelings on that. Right now, Bookham feels as if the world has kind of crumbled on him. The only way that I feel that he can redeem himself and get his life back the way it was is he gonna need Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly to come out here to vouch for. He gonna need Mr. Kelly to vouch for his ass. But he ain't gonna do that. Because he's still going to be in the process of continuing to tear Sylvia down, continue to tell the world about this alleged relationship of Texas Black Diamond and her freaking cousin from an unknown fucking caller who nobody never seen and never brought you no fucking receipts on that, called the woman crazy and everything, and continue to try to find some way to discredit that goddamn Don Russell over there after that paperwork was put up on that screen. He is now furious with Dubowski because they sat up and had at least an hour of shits and giggles on that fucking channel, and all of a sudden a curveball got thrown at him after Dubowski kept saying over there, you don't know what I'm going to do today. You don't know what I'm going to do. I can deal with him the way I want to deal with him, not according to how you guys want to deal with him. And last night was kaboom. I was like, oh, Lordy, who pulled the pin on the grenade? Who pulled the pin on the grenade? Now, all the other people up on the panel, I really didn't kind of, focus in on too much. I don't know what the China, she couldn't get her channel, or I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what she was about, or things that she wanted to say as far as that, or the old person Q or O or something. I don't know about that because I don't know them from being in the Kelly circle over here. So I guess they was just up there to express their opinions on the situation. But you guys believe what you want to believe, and I'm going to keep telling you guys that day in and day out, believe what you want to believe. But I really, in my humble, honest opinion, I do believe that that man was brought in or came in and had his discussion with woo, and got in as goddamn mode, not in the camp, not in the house, not roaming the house and doing all that stuff. Just doing his fucking research on who's what, along with that goddamn Cass Jones, who has now went quiet out here after Shabazz appeared on Chokenojoke. She is now freaking ghost. She's ghost for a second, right? Makes you kind of wonder though. And I just had my opinion on it. That new book that's coming out, yeah. Who those proceeds for? Make me kind of wonder. Was the relationship really broken off between her and Angelo? Is she still doing things or whatever? Because I asked, where is all that fucking the whole audio that she dropped out here? Not just that little bits and piece of part about that they setting you up. They setting you up. Oh, don't do it. They setting you up. They setting you up. Don't do it. Don't do it. That was it. Who setting me up? Who setting me up? And it clicked. Never dropped the fucking all of the fucking names. And so if she knew who all was doing it, if it was with Don Russell was setting them up and this and Angelo and the Savages and or Bookham or whatever, where's rest of the audio with dropping all of those fucking names out there? Why is it that everybody except for Don Russell speaks in third party, even Sharon Winbush, they, them, us, we? Don Russell dropped you people every fucking name out here, all the way with Cheryl Mack, Mason. He did them all. He went down the fucking line. Barry Hankerson, he did not subliminal hold back on not one motherfucking name. Not one. Even on the Nick at Night show. That he was dropping names after names after names after names after names. Period. He didn't hold back the fucking names. He went down the whole, matter of fact, I'm going to pull my notes up tonight. He went down the whole motherfucking list of what he believed where Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was losing money at. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly lost his money before Don Russell even came back. So why isn't the people out here arguing about where that's at? Where is that? Where's all of that money at? I'm over, you got to be over the defense fund money. I'm going to tell you why y'all shouldn't be sweating that defense money, right? We have a legal system, right? We have a legal system. And for all of those people that claim that they donated in, and I talked about this, that they donated into that goddamn fund, right? And now knowing that it is said with the word on the curb, Mr. Kelly has not received as much money as he had expected to. So the defense money, the only way to get down to the nitty gritty of this goddamn defense fund money is everybody that donated in. You all will have to appoint only one person. One person. Everybody put $100 in. Hire you a fucking attorney to go in and you file your lawsuit against the defense fund of holding. There is no way in hell when that man came out to tell y'all that the government is overseeing the funds. The government is overseeing a damn defense fund. Use your head, people. But hey, use your head. Use your head. Use your head. And the defense fund can be solved. But it's going to take all of the people that donated their money into it. You got to go down and say, this is what we feel and we need to do this. We want the paperwork. We want to go bring the people out that you were told to send your money to. That's the only way you're going to resolve that issue. That's the only way that you're going to get all of the information that you need to see that of this funds that should have went into Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's fund. Even if it was a transaction showing that this amount paid for this attorney, or this amount paid for this motion, or this amount paid for his traveling to move him over from Chicago to New York. Those things you have to request to want to see to prove something that there was no negligence in this goddamn money. Other than that, this defense fund shit is just going to talk in riddles out here. Reason why it's going to sound like riddles to you guys is because you have no way of knowing who the fuck sent in what. Any amount on what day. You have no way of knowing. No way of fucking knowing. This requires a class law action suit. Legally. You can get all the fucking answers as you want to get. Period. You get the money. You get the money. Bring all the people up on charges to be heard in the courtroom. This ain't got to be about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Oh, no. It ain't got to be about him. It's we the people. We the people that paid into the defense fund for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly versus the people who established the goddamn defense fund. It's just that fucking easy. Well, no, motherfucker, y'all keep shit complex than the motherfucker out here. Complex. I got to go. That's it, Audrey. If all concerned complaintees, you right, come together. We gonna even want the Chase Bank man there to verify saying that about the damn checks that was in that bank. Yeah, we won't bring him up too. Add him to the list too. Since he had so much to tell Bookham about this goddamn $2,500 and he want to make sure that he wasn't involved in some shit with not Doug, Greenberg in the middle of that goddamn shit. Bring them all. Bring them all out the goddamn closet. Anyways, wild out fucking Wednesday. Wild out fucking Wednesday, y'all. But guess what? I got to go. Don't forget to like, share, hit the thumb up and the thumb down over here on the One Papoose Goddamn channel. On the One Papoose channel, aka One Pap. That's it and that's all. Y'all have the most beautiful, fantastical goddamn day. But there's another channel that y'all really ain't got your eyeballs on. We're doing the emails for Drunken Larry and everything. Yeah. I was like, okay, wow, interesting. Hey, do me a favor. When you log off of here, go click on Randa Baby's post that she just put up. Hit me back in my comments and tell me what the fuck y'all think about that. Go click on Randa Baby. Just did a post up. Should be in your timelines. If not, look for it. Type in her name. And watch that video. It's about 7 seconds long. Hit me in my comments and tell me what you think about it. Now I got to go. Have a good day, y'all. Bye. You say, who? Did I miss something? Well, you think he sure did, which proves he has nothing to hide. No, always telling something that hurt. Ain't even said nothing but none of that mess. Don't forget me, okay? I think I read them all. Have a beautiful day, y'all. I'm out.